So this is our Gantt. That is, our project starts on 17th of December 2021. Then there is project discussion, start on 20th of December 2021. Then we are doing our experiment on 25th until 2nd of January 2022. Then we editing our video on 3rd of January until 5th of January 2022. Salam sejahtera, my name is Joanna Nadialon, number matrix B082110062. Today I'm going to talk about my sensor, that is light sensor. Okay, what is a light sensor? Light sensor is electromagnetic radiation that can be detected by the human eye. Electromagnetic radiation occurs over an extremely wide range of wavelength, from gamma rays with wavelength less than about 1 × 10⁻11 meters to radio wave measured in meters. So what is a light sensor? The light sensor is a passive device that converts the light energy into an electrical signal output. Light sensors are more commonly known as photoelectric device or photosensor because they convert light's energy into electronic signal, that is photons to electrons. How light sensor works? A motion sensor light trigger a response when motion is detected. Is when motion is detected, the sensor trigger the light, and then when the motion stop being detected, the sensor shut off the lights. What apps did I use? I use Android sensor that can be found on Google Play Store. So I'm going to doing an experiment using Android sensor. So here is the graph for light sensor. Okay, before the lamp, my study lamp is on, the graph is like this, and when I switch it on, the graph will be going up. So when I turn it off, it will be decrease. So when I put my lamp away a bit from my phone, so I move away my lamp from my phone, the wave will be like this. Then when I turn it off, it will be decrease. Again, if I turn my lamp study lamp on, the graph will be increased, and when I turn it off, the graph will be decreased. So in conclusion, by repeating this experiment 3 times, it's proof that there is likely change that can be detected by the sensor.
My name is Hazim Faiz bin Mustafa. I want to use a proximity sensor to this assignment. Okay, what is proximity sensor? A proximity sensor is a non-contact sensor that detects the presence of an object, often referred to as the target. When the target enters the sensor's field, depending on the type of proximity sensor, sound, light, infrared radiation (IR), or electromagnetic fields may be utilized by the sensor detect a target. Proximity sensors are used in phone, recycling plant, self-driving cars, anti-aircraft system, and assembly line. There are many types of proximity sensor, and they each sense target in distinct ways. And next, what is the function of proximity sensor? The main function of the proximity sensor is to detect the presence of the nearest object. Using this property, our modern smartphones give us many advanced and interesting features. And last application that I use for this assignment is sensor board for Android application. Okey, saya ingin menguji sensor proximity sensor menggunakan aplikasi sensor box of Android. Okey, saya buka. Kita masuk ke proximity sensor. Okey. Sensor ini berfungsi mengesan objek tanpa sentuhan. Okey, kebiasaan sensor proximity ini berada di bahagian atas skrin. Contohnya di bahagian sini ya. Okey, seperti sedia ada di dalam aplikasi ini, dia telah sediakan sekuntum bunga untuk kita uji proximity sensor handphone kita. Okey, saya uji ya. Setelah objek mendekati sensor, bunga ini tersebut akan mengecut. Apabila kita menjauhkan objek dengan sensor, okey, bunga itu akan mengembang kembali. Begitulah sensor itu berfungsi, iaitu mengesan objek tanpa disentuh.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Cik Wan Masud Samsudin and I'm going to present to you sound sensor. Okay, basically before we start, we are going to know what is a sound. Sound is defined as audible mechanical waves that travel through air or another medium as vibrations. It is generated by a vibrating body. The vibrating body causes the medium around it, or for example water, air and etc. to vibrate, resulting in sound. Okay, now what is a sound sensor? A sound sensor is a module that detects sound waves based on their intensity and converts them to electrical signals. And how does the sound sensor works? When sound waves strike the sound sensor, a thin piece of material called a diaphragm vibrates, similar to how your eardrum vibrates when hearing sound. The sensor converts the diaphragm's vibration into an electrical signal, which is sent to the Lego brick, which recognizes that the sound has been heard. Okay, the app that I choose is Soundmeter Noise Detector. This app can be found in App Store and Play Store. So to use this app, just place our phone to a nearer sound and this app will show the decibel value of it. Okay, the higher the decibel value, the louder the sound is. Okay, firstly, I'm going to detect the decibel value of motorcycle exhaust. Okay, firstly you can see during the engine is not start, the dB value is around 73.5 dB to 78.8. After that, during the idle condition, we can see that the decibel value is between 89.2 dB to 94.7 dB. And then I test this app for table fan. You can see for the table fan, the dB value is around 88.2 dB to 92.8 dB. And that's all from me. Thank you for listening to my presentation and have a nice day.
My name is Muhammad Amirul Aiman bin Ruslan. I'm from BEEY S1/2. My metric number is B0821100137. Today I want to explain about acceleration sensor, which is accelerometer sensor. Accelerometer sensor are ICs that measure acceleration, which is the change in speed velocity per unit time. So for the definition, accelerometer in mobile phone are used to detect the orientation of the foot. The gyroscope or gyro for short. For simple explanation, accelerometer and gyroscope have a different type of measuring. For accelerometer, they use measure in linear acceleration. For gyroscope, they use angular rotational velocity. So to apply the accelerometer sensor, I already installed the GF recorder to see the result. Let's open it. So as we can see, we have X, Y, and Z axis. So now my phone is on linear position. So to see the result, we can move the phone to the left, and then the x-axis will show the value. When I rotate the phone on the right, the x-axis will show the negative value. Okay, for the next one, I will force up the phone in front, so we can see the y-axis is negative value. When I force down the phone, we can see the y value is positive. The concept is same on the jet plane. So that's it from me. Thank you.